Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Paul Chamberlain, the Air Force guy, RV Extraordinaire, coming from Beckley's Camping Center today to show you the all-new 2020. This is the Imagine 3100 RD. For those of you looking for some space to go ahead and spread out, this may be just the unit for you. For more information on this camper or any others, be sure if you call, if you email, or if you stop by Beckley's Camping Center, you do ask for Paul, the Air Force guy. I'll have all the specifications as well as the pricing and my contact information down below this video. So let's get on to this camper. So one of the first things you're going to notice up in the front is you have it's a molded fiberglass cap with the LED lights in it. That's a lot better. It's more durable than not having a cap. Down below that, you have the rock guard, which is going to be great. It's going to be keeping it better protected. And, of course, being that it is metal, it may ding and so forth from rocks, but that's better than having cracks in fiberglass. Now, also on the front, you're going to have the power tongue jack. Benefit of the power tongue jack is now you're not cranking it to get it on and off or to level your trailer. It also has a little light. So that way there, if in fact you're hitching up in the dark, between your LED lights up here, as well as that light right there, you're going to be able to see where you are on the ball. 20-pound LP tanks. Benefit there, if in fact you don't utilize the automatic switchover properly and you run out, very easy for you to get LP. So, and then back behind that, you do have availability of putting up to 2 batteries. So for those of you that may be boondocking, gives you some additional 12-volt power. Now, for those of you that are doing that, it does come with the Furrion solar charge connector, and that would go directly to the batteries, and that would then again extend your boondocking capabilities. Now, down the off-door side here, this is where you're going to have your hooking up your water. As you can see right in here, make it very easy for you to go ahead and hook up. You have your outside shower. You can also fill up your fresh water tank either here or right there. So if you're already hooked up to the hose, makes it very easy. You go ahead and just turn that and you'll be going ahead and filling that up. Your battery disconnect also has a 110 outlet in here. You can use that for whatever you would need to in your storage area. And by the way, the storage area is 47 cubic feet, unlike most others that are considerably less. Also with the wider doors, as you can see, you're able to put larger chairs and so forth in there. Now, something I do recommend that you do is, this is where your water hose is going to be coming up, and your cable is, my recommendation would be that you put some brass wool in there to keep any critters from coming in your camper. Now, staying on the off-door side, what you're going to notice is that you actually have a light. As you can see, it's rather dark on this side, but you can see that I can actually see what's going on over here, and this is where you would be hooking up your sewer hose. You also have your black tank rinse as well as your electrical connector right there. Now, something you're going to notice on this is that the lighting inside of your storage bins here, they are motion sensor. You can set it for motion sensor, or you can set it for on all the time or off. And of course, this is going to be a 50 amp electrical connector for this one, allowing you to have 2 air conditioners if you wish. Looking at your awning, nice long awning here, outside stereo speakers, also a place for you to connect your a TV on the outside if you wish to. So there is where it's towards the back of the awning. You're able to go ahead and connect the TV out here. You have the 110 outlet as well as the cable connection. Also, right in this area, it's going to be right below this skirt right here. This is where you have your quick connect for an outside grill or cooktop, right towards the back side of your awning. Now, the nice thing with that, even with the location, is the fact you can get up to 2 10-foot LP connectors to go ahead and give you up to put that your cooktop or your outside grill up to 20 feet away from that point. So it's a great location for that, out of the way, but still, if you wanted to, under your awning. I think another feature you're going to love on this, the way Grand Design does this, is that the door is, of course, a friction hinge door, meaning it's not going to slam. The wind's not going to be grabbing it out of your hand as much, but it also has a magnet instead of having the plastic that holds your door back out of the way. So the steps on this is it's the Moride. The step above. The nice thing with this is you're not going to get the rocking you normally would with the other steps. They fold right up in the door. I guess the downside is that if you can't open the steps because you're too close to somebody, you're not going to be getting in your coach. But the legs do adjust. So if the terrain is not level, at least you can level. You have a better chance of leveling the steps. And it's a solid base for the steps. Looking on the back side of your trailer here, of course, you're going to notice it has a ladder so you can get up on the roof. Now you say, well, Paul, what do you want to get up on the roof for? The reason why you want to get up on the roof is if you don't have slide toppers, you're going to want to go ahead and check and sweep off any debris on top of your slides prior to bringing them in. You may want to get up there to inspect and clean the roof, or you just maybe want to do some sunbathing. But it is there, makes it rather easy for you to do so. Also back here, you're going to notice you have it's already wired and framed for the Furrion rear observation camera. Benefit of a rear observation camera versus a backup camera. Backup camera only allows you to see behind you when you're backing up. Rear observation camera allows you to see behind your camper at all times. Well, you need to turn your lights on, but at any time you want to have the camera on while you're driving, you can. So you can see behind you, which is beneficial. You're also going to notice you have a sprayer port back here. You're able to use this. You use the same hose that you have for your outside shower, and you use that back here so you can rinse off, pots, pans, the dogs, your kids, whatever. Makes it a little bit, gives you another option for that. Of course, you do have the bumper, spare tires mounted on the bumper. You can store your sewer hoses in there. Something I highly recommend you do is the rubber pieces that go on the ends here, I would suggest that you secure those there, because over time they will just fall out, and as you're towing down the road sometime, you just might notice that your sewer hose is dragging behind you. On all four corners, you're going to have your stabilizer jacks. Now, these are manual stabilizers. I tend to like the manual stabilizers better due to the fact you can put more weight on it than you can the electrics. Now, you don't want to overdo it as far as weight. After you crank it down, once it touches, 3 or 4 turns, maximum is what I would recommend. They're not levelers, they are just stabilizers. Now, just kind of give you a little information on your slides. Regardless of what camper you may have, is always check these rubber seals after you put your slide out and make sure that they are out. Make sure they're not tucked back in, because that creates problems in the event that it's raining. So check those when you're camping. Something you can do to alleviate the stickiness is, of course, you need to condition them twice a year, but use some baby powder on those, and that will alleviate them sticking. So let's go on inside the camper here. Notice a nice big grab handle as you're coming in the door. Makes it nice. Let me just pan. Let's take a look towards the back here and pan a little bit towards the front. So as you come in the door, what you're going to notice is this is going to be basically your control panel, where you check your levels, lights, water pump, water heater, slide controls, awning control. Right below this is going to be for your heating and air conditioner. I want to turn the AC on, because a lot of people, you take a look at this air conditioner here and you think, my goodness, that's going to be loud. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn it on cool high. It'll turn on here momentarily. Yeah, it'll turn on momentarily, just so you can hear how quiet I think it is. So there it is. That's how noisy it is. But now let me just close that. Pretty darn quiet for an air conditioner. So nice thing is too, it's not back further, so now you don't have it closer to the TV. But more importantly, this is the warm air return, but that is ducted throughout the camper. And if you do put a second AC in the bedroom, you'll have additional warm air return there. So as you can see, you have a table here. Now you can have the table this way, and notice that there's no legs under it. And then all you do is you're going to pull down on this knob right here and turn the table, and it will turn sideways. And then you can also push it back, and it will lock in place back there, so you can have 2 or 4 chairs there. Notice also that right here by the table you're going to have a GFI outlet as well as USB ports for 12-volt charging. Now I know it's not 12 volt, it's, you know, I know that it's going to be lower voltage, but it is hooked up to the 12-volt system. Looking at your kitchen counter space with the sink there, very nice cabinet space, and I really like the fact that they're putting the outlets down on the counter. So many times you see them putting the outlets on the bottom of the cabinets, making it difficult for you to plug in a coffee pot, you know, mixer, toaster, and so forth. Nice high-rise faucet, and of course the one-piece sink. And you can see the nice, now they're coming with these slotted, if you want to call them cutting boards or dish drainers. Kind of a nice little feature to have. As you can see, so they're using rubber for it, so you can actually fold it over if you wanted to, so that you can use half the sink. Liking how they've done the backsplash to integrate that with the countertop. I think that's a nice addition, makes it look nice and clean. So for storage in this area, as you can see, lots of storage. You have many different opportunities here. The nice thing is with this one here, you can see the glass panels. Little cubby right in this area. What are you thinking of the new handles, the new colors, and so forth? You liking it? I think it was a nice change of pace. They had that dark for so many years. You see your nice deep drawer, full extension drawer glides down below your sink there. Looking down the rest of your kitchen area here, you see the refrigerator, oven with the 3-burner cooktop, microwave. Of course, you do have the Furrion. I like how they do this Furrion because of for your vent going out, it's up higher, giving you room here. 3-burner cooktop in the oven with the light. The nice thing is now you have a light so you can look in the oven. Now, so this is the newer one. It's a 3-prong switch here. So this is supposed to actually turn the blue light on around here. It's off, and then you'll turn the blue light on along with the oven light. So just something needs to be connected on that. But what you're going to love about this Furrion oven is the fact that now the sparker that you're so used to lighting the 3-burner cooktop on, that'll actually light your oven. No more having to get down to your hands and knees to light the oven again. See a nice, good, this is the Dometic RV refrigerator. Good size refrigerator here. Kind of low because of the fact that it is in the slide out. Now for drawer space over here, you see you have 3 large drawers there, full extension drawer glides, so there's 3 of those, and then you have your pots and pans, and you see they have the little pegboard thing in here, allowing you to put things in there, keep things from moving around. Kind of a nice little touch. Also, next to your microwave, you're going to have additional cabinet space. So that is all of the storage for items, other than the last thing, saving the best for last, is your pantry. Now, one thing I like about how they always have set up their pantry, the fact that you have the light in there, but more importantly is notice how the shelf is set back slightly. Benefit there is if you want to set your broom or your mop in there, it gives you a little bit of room to do that. Otherwise, I don't know where you're going to put it. Now, we talked earlier about the vent that's above, the Furrion vent that is above your stove there, but there's a power vent fan up above you know, this cooking area. The benefit with the smaller fan here is the fact that you do not have to open a window or door in order to utilize it. And the benefit there is you're not pulling the cold air in or the hot air in when you're using it. It's just going to pull any of the fumes and so forth coming off of the cooking area itself. Nice thing is you do have the window back behind there. If you needed to open that, give you a little bit of more airflow, you're able to do that when you want. Now let's take a look at the living room area. As you can see, this is going to have the nice large fireplace down below, a nice TV, and that TV can pull out and swivel. Lighting back behind the TV, as well as cabinets above it. Now this particular fireplace, you have a remote that you can do this for, but you can change the flame color to different colors, and as you can see, it also has different brightnesses that you can do, and of course you have different heat levels and so forth. So it's kind of a nice little thing. Only thing you're missing is the bare rug right in front there. Right above the fireplace, this is where your Jensen AM/FM CD stereo with a DVD player. It's also Bluetooth. You have your USB and aux connections to it. To kind of give you an idea of the depth of the cabinets up above. They're not very deep, but again, storage nonetheless. So you do have the Thomas Paine collection recliners back here, 3 cup holders. That way there, it doesn't matter whether you're left-handed or right-handed, you're able to set the cup down, or maybe you're a two-fisted drinker. That way there, it allows you to have that versatility. The other thing you're going to have is the armrest here. You're able to go ahead and store things in there. It's also a great seat for the grandkids when they want to sit there. And you can see the lighting underneath as well as in the cup holders. Now you can also set this to vibrate as well as be a heated seat. Now, I say vibrate. You know, some people might say it's a massage chair. This is not a massage chair like you see in the malls. Just giving you an idea of all the windows that you have in your coach. So in your slide, of course, the kitchen, you have the big window in the kitchen. Notice how wide that can open. You're going to have windows that you can open in the slide outs here. You're going to have 2 windows in the rear, one on either side of the TV, and then you have one more window on this side over the sofa. I mean, and of course we had shown you the other window there, but nice thing with these windows is they're large and going to give you great airflow in the event that is what you'd like to have. One last thing I want to point out on the windows, it's the Mcd Roller Shades. They're black, and then of course you have the valances and you have the things coming down the side, keeping the lighting from coming in from the sides of them as well. So giving you great light protection, or protection from the light, if you have people sleeping in this area in the morning. Now, both of these sofas open up into a bed, so you have 2 sofa beds. And let me open those and I'll show you how much room you actually have. So these are the sofas when they're out. So you can see how you still have space down the side. You can walk down the middle of them, and you have space back on the back side. So plenty of room. Now, these are rather short. They're only about 72 inches in length. But again, typically going to be younger people that are sleeping on these, if at all. Now, one last thing I want to point out about these sofas. So when they're open, this particular bed is going to be 72 by about 56. When it's closed, that's a 56-inch wide sofa. This particular sofa is going to be 72 by 46. So this one's not as wide as the other one. But again, 2 nice sofa beds. And let me just give you one more preview from this vantage point. Now with the air conditioner, a nice thing you're going to like about this Coleman Mach air conditioner is the fact that it has this quick cool feature. And what you're able to do is slide this, so that way there it is going to dump air in this area or on you if you wish. You have one on either side. So when you get in here and it's hot, you can cool this area off a lot quicker and let the cold air dump right in this particular area. And then once you close them, it goes back full force to your vents throughout your coach. Another thing I wanted to point out is coming in the door, you do have a sensor light. Benefit there for you is you're camping, it's nighttime. You don't have to leave the lights on inside the coach and have you know, all the bugs up against your coach on the windows and so forth. So as you come in the door, then the light would come on. And the other thing is too, is that the fact that the ceiling light is, well, even when it's off, the button is lit, so you're going to be able to see where it is. Coming down the hallway towards the bathroom here, you're going to notice you can have a window in the hallway area. Again, one that you can actually open and use. And I love the fact that they use pocket doors for both the bathroom and the bedroom. Benefit for you there is it makes it much easier for you to get in, get out. And the other thing is too, is that you can use this bathroom if you wanted to with the doors actually open. So in the bathroom, you have some pretty good storage space. So this is up above the toilet area. Nice little cabinet space. Notice down below there you do actually have a towel holder. Then for your medicine cabinet, you have two different doors. You have the large door. Now I know these are not very deep, but for the little toiletries you're going to be putting in here, it's a great little feature. So you have storage there. And then down below, you're going to have 3 drawers like this, as well as a little bit of storage there. Now the reason why they put that there is because you have the heat duct and the piping back behind it there. So again, you're able to put little things there. And one last thing that you have is the cubbies. You have these cubbies here. Now they're rather deep, as you can see. You fold some towels in there and so forth. Now you do have a porcelain toilet, and it is foot pedal flush. And of course a nice shower. Make sure in the shower door that you hold it, and when it locks in place, when you go to remove that thing, make sure that you hold it. Otherwise it is spring loaded and it will release right to it. Good size shower with the skylight. Do have another fan here in the bathroom as well. You have an AC duct as well as a heat duct. And speaking of the heat ducts, that's one thing. If you're looking on the floor, notice how we're missing having any holes in the floor. So it's not going to be weakening the floor, but what you're going to have is you're going to have the heat ducts blowing out across the floor. So you have a heat duct coming back through there. We slot it through there, and then you're going to have it back in the kitchen area. You'll have it coming out from underneath the cabinet on this side. And then, of course, you're going to have it in the bedroom as well. So plenty of room for heat to be blown across the camper, and you're not collecting the dust, debris, popcorn kernels, and so forth. Coming back in the bedroom here, what you're going to have is nice cabinets down either side of the bed. This is an actual residential queen, meaning it's 60 by 80. You can have 110 outlets on this side of the bed, a little ledge there for you so you're able to charge your phone. And then on the opposite side, what you're going to have is you're going to have 110 outlets as well as your USB port. So giving you some different options to be charging your devices. Your storage, full extension drawer glides on both sides, and then you have place for you to go ahead and hang your clothing. Now the light's back behind your bed here. You go ahead and push it. The first time it's blue, the second time it is a reading light, and then it could be moved and shined wherever you need it. I like the little feature there, and this padded headboard there, so you're not going to be hurting your head. Also adding additional insulation for you. Up above the bed, you're going to have nice deep storage up there, and that goes over across to the other one as well. And then of course the storage is the same over there. Now because this is not a walk-through bath, they're able to give you additional storage in this bedroom. And this thing has another sensor light in there. I have it just in the on position right now. So you're going to have that additional clothing storage as well as 2 nice good sized drawers. So that is all right here in the bedroom. Now you're able to hang a TV there on the wall and put it on a swivel so you can actually use it. If you wanted to put a second AC in here, the AC is going to go here, and you're going to put a little thermostat right over there by your light switch. So that way you have an actual thermostat right here in the bedroom. So you can see your pocket door. You have windows on either side of the bed. You can see one here, as well as one over there. breakers and fuses nicely placed right here so you can actually get to them. Notice how they're all labeled, making it easy for you to see which ones are which. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the all brand new 2020 Imagine. This is a 3100 RD by Grand Design. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you're joining me for the first time, please do consider subscribing. Do appreciate it. And if you watch me, this is not your first time, I do appreciate you coming back and watching. Any comments, please do put them down below. Also, if you have anything in particular you'd like me to go ahead and preview for you, please feel free to do so, and I will do my best to make it happen. So thanks again, and I'll see you, well, you'll see me again soon. Take care.